Match the descriptions in the right column with their respective reproduction methods by moving them up or down. Well done! Most single-celled organisms such as amoeba, paramecium, and bacterium use the method of binary fission for cell division and reproduction. Let's look at the reproduction in a bacteria cell. The fragmentation method of reproduction involves splitting up of organisms into fragments. Each of these fragments develops into a fully mature individual. This method of reproduction can be seen in molds, yeasts, lichens, plants, worms, and sea stars. Regeneration reproduction can be seen in organisms such as starfish, salamander, and many plants. Here the body of the parent breaks into distinct pieces, each of which can produce an offspring. Some organisms can replace an injured or lost part, while there are many plants which are capable of forming a whole new individual from a single fragment, such as a stem, root, or leaf. Budding is a method of reproduction seen in multicellular organisms like Hydra. Hydra develops outgrowths called buds, which grow and get detached from the parent body when mature. These buds then develop into an identical version of the parent Hydra. This method of asexual reproduction is seen in plants, where offspring are formed without the production of seeds or spores. Plants grow from vegetative parts of the plant like the roots, stems, and leaves. For example, in the case of a potato, its surface has several buds called eyes. Each of these buds, when buried in soil, develops into a new plant, which is identical to the parent plant. There are two types of vegetative propagation: natural and artificial vegetative propagation. A large number of bacteria or fungi frequently use the process of spore formation as a means of reproduction. In this method, plants and many algae undergo sporic meiosis, where meiosis leads to the formation of haploid spores rather than gametes. These spores grow into multicellular individuals without the event of fertilization. Tap on the given labels to understand the structure of a flower. Drag each part from the bottom row to the box below its description. You can tap on any of the cards to see an image of the part which matches the description. Sexual reproduction in a flowering plant takes place in 4 stages: pollination, fertilization, seed dispersal, and germination. Tap on each to learn more. Sexual reproduction in human beings means the fusion of male and female cells to form a new individual. Tap on the steps to see the process in detail. The human reproductive process involves a male and a female parent. The male and female both produce cells called gametes. The male gamete is known as sperm, and the female gamete is called an egg. When sperms come into contact with an egg, the nucleus of one of the sperms fuses with the nucleus of the egg to form a single nucleus of a zygote, which eventually develops into the baby. This process is known as fertilization. The zygote undergoes many cell divisions to form an embryo. Different tissues and organs of the body begin to form in an embryo. The embryo attaches to the lining of the mother's uterus and begins to develop into a fetus. The fetus is that stage of the embryo when all body parts are distinguishable. When the fetus is completely developed, the mother gives birth to a baby. This type of fertilization is known as internal fertilization, where the zygote gets fertilized inside the female body. Tap on these labels to understand the function of reproductive organs in a male. The female reproductive organs which make them capable of having children are the ovary, uterus, vagina, cervix, and fallopian tube. Tap on each to learn more. Reproductive health refers to the physical, mental, and emotional well-being of adolescents. Tap on the health parameters to view them in detail. Teenagers may be drawn into sexual abuse or experimentation at an early age, which could lead to teen pregnancy, psychological damage, or infection. In order to avoid this, proper sex education must be provided to teenagers right from their adolescence. They should also be taught to identify and reject improper advances by their peers or adults. Another important way to avoid pregnancy in females is using the proper contraceptive methods, such as condoms, pills, copper T, injections, or surgery.